Hi, everyone. Just a quick trigger warning. We talk about Bill Cosby in the beginning of this episode. So if you're triggered by that, just skip ahead a few minutes. I think it's maybe the first 2 or 3 minutes. Also, our usual filthy language. Thanks and enjoy the show. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where 5 seconds ago, Amanda broke crazy news to me.
It's almost 4 years old.
Apparently,
That's okay.
Apparently, I've been living under a goddamn rock. Guys, I'm Amy Archer. I'm with Amanda. We're going to talk Seeking Sister Wife, but I just found out Bill Cosby's out of jail. How is that possible?
They overturned the conviction, and I don't remember why. I don't remember why. Hold on.
I wonder if it had something to do with COVID. When did this happen?
No, they wouldn't overturn a conviction for COVID.
That's true. They would just let him out. Right.
Yeah, before the higher court.
COVID, never forget the time when we let all the criminals out of jail.
Right, exactly. Oh, no, this is about a civil case. The reason this came up is when he was convicted, we were talking about after party for MAFs. So MAFs, as Amy has been telling me this week, is bananas.
Oh, guys, it's bananas. After party, some stuff comes out.
Okay,
the episode itself, okay, but after party, some stuff comes out. The good news is Steph and I got screeners for after party this week, so we'll be able to record and talk about that as well.
I know you never get after party screeners.
I had to beg for them.
Okay,
I got them.
Cool.
I got them.
Fine. And so I was asking if Keisha Knight Pulliam, who's the host of After Party, is still a Bill Cosby apologist, because she was very much on the list.
She went with them to court every day.
Felicia Rashad was another one. I'm like, ooh, people. Anyway, my former boss was the chairperson of the jury that convicted Bill Cosby. And so I said to Amy, I'm like, yeah, I know she was really pissed when they overturned the conviction. And so thus I broke the news
and
from
Amy was like, what?
to Amy. I mean, Bill Cosby obviously is a national story, but it's a big story here because he got, he was tried in Montgomery County, which is the county right next to me where my mother used to type court cases, and she was real pissed she didn't get Bill Cosby's case.
Well, part of the reason is I have I'm very involved in murder. And I keep a tab on murderers, but Bill Cosby wasn't a murderer, so he slipped the radar for me.
He was merely
his crime,
a serial rapist.
Right, his crime, I would argue, is just as bad.
Okay,
but he slipped the radar because he doesn't fall into murder category.
Doesn't fall into murder or cult. No murder, no cult.
Yeah,
he's just a gross guy.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It still remains heartbreaking to me.
Well, what I was going to say to you is I'd be interested to read your boss's book because it was probably way worse than we knew.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was.
Okay. Guys, good morning.
Let's
talk about rape. God.
Do we need a trigger warning for this?
Oh, of course
trigger
I'll
warning,
put
Bill
one.
Cosby.
You know me. Of course I'll put one up. Okay.
Trigger warning, Bill Cosby. Just Bill Cosby.
I have a few announcements, and one of them is I had the pleasure of speaking with Axel Foley yesterday, and yes, he calls himself that, on Daily DVR, which is a pretty big podcast. They did. I used to listen to their Game of Thrones podcast, which was Winterfell.
Okay.
And they have a bunch of podcasts on their channel. They do like Handmaid's Tale. They do a bunch of stuff.
Ooh.
Yellow Jackets they did.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I'm on that. He said he's going to release it today. So by the time you guys hear this on Wednesday, it should be out on their main feed. You could listen to me chat all things reality TV. We talk about Sister Wives. We talk about MAFs. We talk about Couple to Throuple. We have like really good discussions, but I'm warning you right now, like if you don't like the kind of political side of me, you might not want to listen to it because we do have kind of those discussions. The manosphere makes an appearance, and I'm a little more unchanged than I am here, if you will. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Say the name of the podcast again.
Daily DVR.
Daily DVR. Okay.
Yeah. So that's over there. You could listen to that. And I want to thank Axel. I know he listens for having me on. We had a great conversation. I love talking with fellow Gen Xers, And what else did I want to announce? Oh,
being all Gen X-y with my list of things to do. I just wrote down the name of it.
Aw.
Yes.
And look, I have a list too.
This is my packing list to go to Florida this week.
Okay. And also Tess and I will be back talking Love is Blind. We decided to wait and we're combining the 2 episodes, the finale and the reunion.
Okay, cool.
So that will be Monday of next week. So you'll be hearing Tess and I doing that.
I can't wait for the reunion.
And then Leslie and I are talking Wendy Williams.
I know.
That documentary is there's a lot to talk about there.
Okay,
There's a
cool.
lot to talk about. And I felt like I had to bring in my millennial / pop culture correspondent, Leslie DJ.
For
Because
sure,
I
because
didn't even, the first conversation was I was texting her saying, why are her eyes wide open all the time? Is that like her look? And Leslie's like, yeah, it's kind of a thing. So I'm
yeah.
like, okay, you're going to guide me through this, girl. You're going to
Yeah,
guide me
I
through
don't
this.
really know anything about Wendy Williams other than she had a talk show at one point, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I know. She had a
Yeah.
show.
So those are the announcements. And then on Patreon, and guys, if you like what you hear, support us on Patreon where we talk all things cult, murder, and soap operas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what more can a lady of a certain age want?
Not a whole lot. Not a
Not a
whole
whole
lot.
lot.
And we got a humdinger of a fun cult for everybody this week.
Stolen youth. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
And
So,
our poor backdoor friends, a lot of them are watching it and they're like, we just hate all of you. Like,
yeah.
we want to burn it all down.
Sorry.
So there's that. All right. Are you ready to get started with Garrick Merrifield? We're not
Yes.
starting with him, but I just call it his show.
It is his show. Oh
It's his
God,
show.
yes. I can't wait for this
Guys, I
week
think
of
he's trolling us.
he's such a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
I honestly think he might be trolling us.
I don't think he's that smart.
Okay. All right. Is she trolling us?
I don't know what I really am one of Danielle. I think we're in a blink twice situation.
With both Danielles. This
With
episode
both Danielles.
hashtag
Danielles are breaking free.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
want to break free.
There we go.
Yeah, go. Yep.
Okay. Let's start with the Sherwoods, shall we?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay, there's a lot going on here. Okay. And you guys know, I'm just going to say it up front. You know how I feel about psychics, mediums, that kind of stuff. This woman is not that, and we'll talk about it.
Yes,
Because I
yes.
feel like Shane tries to paint her that way, but we'll get
I
there.
do too.
Okay.
And I mean, as someone who's gone through a coaching certification program, I have a lot of strong feelings about this too.
Coaching
So
is real.
coaching is
Yeah.
real. I don't know if she's doing that, but that's okay.
So Shane is meet and Grace today. Meet and Grace. So
Ugh.
Grace, as we remember, is Ashley's girlfriend that she's been seeing on the side.
Yes.
Not on the side. I mean, just in her extra time is what I mean.
I heard someone explain what's wrong with her eyebrows. I forget who
Ashley's?
it was. Yeah. No, not Ashley's. Grace's eyebrows.
Okay. I didn't
They're
even notice.
like
You know me.
3 shades too light. They're very
Oh,
painted
to her
on
hair?
for everything. Her
Mm,
face, her hair, everything.
okay.
Which, as a makeup artist, I think we should do better. But
Oh, she is a makeup artist. That's
right.
right.
That's why
Okay.
it's like,
Mm.
I mean, I could be walking around with bad eyebrows. No one's gonna question that because
Mm-hmm.
me. But someone who knows about makeup should do better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still using a Wet n Wild eyeliner.
I
mean,
understand.
it's not good over here.
I
It's not a good
understand.
situation. So Grace has been hesitant to meet Shane, so we'll see how this goes. And they're driving to the restaurant.
I don't think Grace understands she's supposed to be in a relationship with Shane too.
She does not understand this.
I
She
don't
thinks
think.
here's what she thinks. She thinks she's going to date Ashley and she has to kind of get Shane's stamp of approval.
Right.
That's it. I don't think she knows she has to bang Shane.
No, I don't think she realizes she has to have Shane's children. Not only does she have to bang him,
God.
she has to make people with him.
Yeah, guys, no.
Something weird
So-
about Shane, man.
Shane immediately thinks Grace is hot, though.
Oh yeah, he's into her.
Yeah, he's like,
And then
she's
he's
hot.
not.
She's my type,
Yep.
but she's a woman and she's got those thoughts and feelings. So Grace tells us, I'm an open book. Oh, I'm sorry. She tells Shane this at the table. I'm an open book. Ask me whatever. And he goes, and this is real weird. Where was your first kiss?
That is an odd thing to open up with. I'm not going to lie. Even in a dating situation, I've dated much more recently than you have.
Mm-hmm.
I do happen to know who my husband's first kiss was because I actually met her a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She lives in California, but only because we were going to meet her, and it's a story of that they dated when they were 12
I have
or
no
whatever.
idea who Timmy's first kiss was.
Yeah. I only
Where was yours, Amanda? Who was yours and where was it?
Mine was Jason Kramer.
Mm.
And it was at the Phoenixville YMCA
Ooh.
at Baker Park, which was the outdoor pool.
Mm-hmm.
He was my best friend's older brother. I was 9, he
Okay.
was 11.
Okay.
I know, I'm a trollop. And I swam under the water and I kissed his cheek and I swam away. And
Oh, you
then
hussy.
I did, I started it. And then we would go behind the main building of the YMCA and we would kiss. And I was
Mm,
afraid to French kiss him because he had braces. And I saw what
mm.
happened on the Brady Bunch and I was
Yeah.
very concerned.
When they got yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't have braces. So we weren't going to get
Get
locked,
stuck. Right.
but I was still concerned. Your first
Um,
kiss?
my first kiss was Mike Schaub, who,
Oh.
oh, was the hottest thing to me. He was I can't believe I just used his last name.
I mean, I use
He
Jason Kramer too,
he
so there
was
we are.
everything to me. He had
Okay.
very long blonde hair,
Okay.
and every day he rotated between 3 T-shirts. 2 were
Oh.
Metallica, and I forget what the other one was. And I literally had a chart where I charted what he wore every day.
Oh,
He
Amy.
was the hottest thing to me ever.
Wow.
And, he I don't know how this happened, but somehow I ended up making out with him behind Jamie McCauley's house. I was in 6th grade, so I was
Okay.
probably
12.
12-ish,
Yeah.
and that was my first kiss, and oh my god, was I in love with that guy. Oh my
Mm,
god. And
yeah.
you know what? I'm somebody who recycles. Like, I know when I got single, I was looking his ass up, but by that point, things didn't go good. And I was like, "No, I'm skipping that chapter again."
He peaked at 12 and just went downhill from there. He was his hottest at 12,
Mm,
and they never
mhm.
got that good again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a shame. That's a shame.
but that was mine, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was good. I love a good makeout sesh.
Oh, Jason and I used to
Nothing
go behind the YMCA almost every day and, like, kiss
yeah.
for a little bit and then go back and swim in the
Look
pool.
at you.
I know.
Okay. So anyway, they're covering this on their date, and I don't know why. He says his was on a bus in 6th grade, and she said hers was the same but with a woman, and it's like dun dun dun.
Oh,
Wait a
these
minute.
crazy kids.
This bisexual woman kissed a woman? What?
What?
Yeah, or I think she's
Meanwhile,
pansexual. I think she's
she
yeah.
identifies as pansexual. Meanwhile, there he is, a la Sean from Couple to Throuple.
Mm.
Boner.
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 Boner. You want pancakes? Boner. You're eating your salad?
Hold on, hold on.
Boner.
Tell me where that kiss was, honey. Where did that happen? Where on the doll did she touch you? Where did she kiss you? Tell me all about boner.
Boner.
Boner. So Grace tells the camera, I dated men for the majority of my life, but I started dating women now, and I want to, I've heard about ethical non-monogamy. I'm interested in it. It's kind of the thing that I want to do. Now
Sure.
they order, and I knew immediately this was going to be a problem because they order, and she orders something that is gluten-free and vegan. And you saw Shane's boner just go, "Pow."
This is too much work. I don't want to have to
Like,
cook gluten free for this bitch. Too
he's like,
much.
I
Too
can't even
much.
do dishes. Now I gotta
Right.
like separate
Did
food.
you all see me last week doing the dishes for the 900th time because I didn't actually do anything? Oh,
You-
I think Shane is the walking embodiment of weaponized incompetence.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. So he's like, "Oh, I feel like you were kind of casting me aside and maybe trying to steal Ashley. Like, let's talk about that."
Right.
And
Let's
she's
go
like,
straight in
"Dude,"
for the
she's like, "I know
kill.
you're married. I was at your wedding."
I did your wife's makeup.
Now we get all cringy, and he's pretty much like, "This is what this motherfucker says to them. Why aren't you guys like intimate yet? Why aren't you banging yet?
Excuse me?
Guys, don't ever ask somebody that.
No. And particularly don't ask your wife that with
That's
her new girlfriend on television.
that's a conversation you have when you're drunk in the bathroom between hushes in a stall. Like, why
Yes.
are you banging him
Do
yet? Oh my
this
god, blah, blah,
right.
blah.
What
Yes.
doing this in bright light sober? What is wrong
No.
with you?
No, no.
Oh.
So they dodge the question, and then she tells them she is a professional coach who helps entrepreneurs communicate with the universe. Amanda?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she had me at the help entrepreneurs part. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
And
Yep.
she's a makeup artist. So I'm thinking, okay, she's built her own business. She wants
Yep.
to coach people. Great. I don't feel like she went to any sort of coaching program.
No. But coaching is real.
Coaching is absolutely real. It is a skill for which one
Mhm.
should study. It is
Yep.
not something that you just like throw your little, sign outside your front door and go, "Hi, I'm a coach."
No, I was saying when I had my layoff, my crushing depression and anxiety, I was
Mhm,
like, how can I then I was saying to Amanda, like, maybe I would look into life coaching. And
mhm.
as I'm looking at these programs, they're real.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's a real thing, guys.
I was in a year-long program where we
Mhm.
had classes 2 nights a week.
Well,
We
that
had
was
spe
Nexium. That doesn't count.
Oh, well, that's true, yeah.
That was your
I was
year
working
with
on my
Keith
sash
Raniere.
and I was trying to play basketball. What do you I mean, volleyball. What do you want from
Volleyball.
me? Volleyball, sorry, volleyball.
No, but, go ahead. You went to a real
I
program.
went to a real training program, and I've coached people for real, and to what I've been told made differences in the work that we've done together. Like, this is a real self-development modality. I don't think helping entrepreneurs open up to the universe is a thing, though. I don't know how
It
we're helping them open up to the
it
universe, or
got a little weird
we
where it
got a
went into
little
that
weird.
area.
In the words of Mary Brown, she went weird.
She went weird. She
She
went
went
weird.
weird.
And we
They don't
don't
go
go
weird.
weird.
She went
Mm-mm.
she went weird.
So Shane's like, okay. Now, I want to say something. I hate this whole situation. Shane's being a D bag here, but
Yeah.
I do get him. Like, I have a real aversion to psychics, mediums, and let me just explain why. I feel like they take advantage of people. Now, do people do it for fun? Like, is it like, oh, let's all go and go see a psychic and we're great. That's what
Yeah.
it's meant for.
Yeah.
But I witnessed a real exploitative situation with a medium once, and it just really turned me off to it.
Was that the
So,
crazy guy that your grandmother saw?
no, that was Bozak.
Oh,
How
both.
dare you?
Okay, I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
I almost said Key Rock, but no, that's from Love After Lockup.
after my Graham died, Stephanie took me to a medium.
Ah,
And we were there, and there was this older man there who had lost
oh.
his wife, and he had been coming like every week just
Oh,
to, and maybe that was comforting for him and
maybe.
fine, but I struggled with it because I know they were taking his money too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
it can be icky. Let's put it that way.
for
It's not
sure.
always. There's a lot of times people do this stuff for free, for fun, for
Yep.
comfort, fine. But sometimes it gets I feel like that like I do about casinos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it can
I
be
mean,
fun, but you know.
like on Tuesdays when people get their social security checks and you just see all these old people just doing the slots over and over again. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's really sad because it's
sad.
just yeah. But anyway, okay. So Shane's like she tells the camera, Shane judged the fuck out of me and he shut me right down. And he didn't get it at all. And
Nope.
Shane's like trying to figure out and he's going, so wait a minute. So you connect people with a higher power and then things get real tense.
And
And
then
at
she's like,
some point
no. Like, like
at some point he's like, so yeah, therapy is where you go and tell someone your problems and they fix them for you.
right.
That's not what
That's not
therapy is.
therapy is.
That's not what therapy is.
No.
And
And
it
we've
felt it felt judgy when he said that. Like, "Oh, you're taking the easy way out, you puss." You know,
100%.
you go to a therapist and you just
And they
dump
tell
all
you
your
what to do.
problems and they tell you what to. That is not what therapy is. It is some of the hardest fucking work I've ever done in my life. No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-mm.
And I will say this is where, because we kept getting previewed to that line where she's like, yeah, it's obvious you haven't been in therapy.
It
The
is
fact that she
obvious.
said it this way in this context doesn't make her sound nearly as bitchy as the
Yeah.
preview made
Yeah.
her sound. We
Yeah,
thought she said that because he sounded crazy.
he clearly doesn't know how therapy works. Anyway,
No.
so he tells the camera she's full of herself. Now she asks him why he likes this lifestyle and he's like, "Well, I just want Ashley to be happy and I want her to feel comfortable and like I could get along with anyone that she chooses." And Ashley tells the camera, "This was a fucking nightmare." The
Yeah, this
tension
was
was like,
bad.
"Oof, bad."
This was bad.
Shane is not used to meeting women who are strong and put him in his place, I bet you. Mhm.
Yeah, because April's not doing that.
Ashley.
Ashley,
Oh,
whatever the
we're
fuck her
terrible.
name is.
We're terrible. Sean and April.
There's Aprils in other couples. I
Mhm.
there was there was one season where I felt like there was like 4 Aprils in some show. I don't remember
Yeah,
what it
I know.
was. There
Now
was a
we have
lot
a
of
bunch of
Aprils.
Danielles on the run here.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Grace leaves and Shane is like, "Yeah, I can't do this. This is not going to work." And Ashley tells the camera, like, "It was disrespectful to my husband and it was
Uh-huh.
wild and it didn't go good. Didn't go good."
In large part, it didn't go good, Ashley, because you didn't say a fucking word.
Well, that's the thing. So Grace is like, "I don't know why Ashley didn't say a word."
Right.
to come to my defense. And Shane says, Grace didn't want to meet me. That was red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 was her being full of herself, by answering questions about herself that I asked her.
Right. She
Red
did not
flag
come off to
number
me as
3,
full of herself at all.
right. Red flag number 3 is the life coaching stuff. And, Ashley's an actual psychiatrist. And I went,
Yeah,
what?
excuse me, what?
What?
Ashley's a doctor? Yeah. She doesn't seem that she doesn't strike me as a doctor. Let's put it that way.
Right. And he's like, this woman has no training. I saw the training you had to do, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And he says it was a weird vibe, like she was trying to get Ashley away from me. And then Ashley says, Grace definitely had a wall up and was resistant to you. And on the couch, Ashley says, well, I'll see. I don't want to make any decisions in the heat of the moment. And Shane's like, what? What? No, I want you to dump this person.
Right, because I don't want to fuck her, so you can't fuck her
Yeah.
either.
It's like, it's a no from me, dog.
That's gonna be a hard no from me. Yeah, he was a dick. She was a dick. Imagine though. So remember how we joked about your, a partner at a law firm, and you're flipping through, and your wife's watching Couple to Thruple, and there's
Yes.
Ashmal, your second year
Yes.
associate.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're flipping through TV and you find Seeking Sister Wife, and you're like, oh, this sounds ridiculous. And there's your psychiatrist on television.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you guys have to see me in therapy when I'm talking about the podcast. I'll be like, Janet, do you watch Couple to Throuple? Poor little Janet is just like,
I know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no. The thought of
Same
Janet
with
being on a
Priscilla.
reality show, no.
Mm-mm.
Just not happening. No.
No.
All right, we're going to go to the Davises. Dun,
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 dun.
dun.
I did not see this coming.
I did not see this coming either.
So let's talk about Nick Davis for a second, shall we?
I have a lot of things to say about him. First of all, why are we dressing in a 3-piece suit to
Thank you.
Thank you. Spend time with our child.
Thank you.
But it's a serious job, Amy.
Nick is feeding Vera, and he's in a 3-piece suit. And he says he dresses up because being a stay-at-home dad is serious business.
Right.
Oh my God, dude. Do you know what I looked like? I was a stay-at-home mom for like 18 months. Do you know what I looked like? I don't even think I brushed my hair. Like, what? And that baby is going to, guys, we've talked about this before. Babies are like little atomic weapons.
They're gross.
That baby's going to destroy that suit.
Uh-huh. God, that baby is fucking cute though. Jesus.
The baby's cute. Nick, not so much. I don't know what's going on with him.
I don't find him remotely attractive.
No. Just his sense of himself is a huge turnoff for me.
Though again, smartest man in the world, stays home all day, thinks and feels.
And 3 women work and pays bills.
That's right. Well, now 2.
So I just wrote, what an idiot. Jennifer comes home and he tells her they went to the park in that suit. And I'm just imagining he has to be drenched in sweat. Like, what is he doing? They talk
all the other moms are there looking disheveled, like just trying to get through the day. And there he is in a 3-piece suit, perfectly coiffed, pushing little Vera.
The self-importance is unbelievable on this guy. But I think it takes a certain amount. It takes a narcissist to do this lifestyle. It really has to. The only thing is Colton Winder was not a narcissist.
He was not they were boring as all get out. They were boring. But I loved them because they seemed very real.
Even Sidian, as much as I love him, he thinks real highly of himself.
He does think real highly.
And that's okay. I think he's brilliant.
We think highly of Sidian too. So
yes, we do. Yes, we do. But you just have to have this sense of self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Colton, who was just like, I don't know. We're just gonna,
the frog here. Yeah, he was just real like,
and I'm gonna have the
where's
farm.
Tammy? Where is she? Come over here. Let me get you pregnant.
I'm gonna be a pharmacist. And yeah. Such a sweetheart. I loved him.
I know. And I follow them on
Instagram.
Yes. And they're like doing great.
I know.
They're wonderful.
They just had another baby.
The women seem like
happy.
they have agency, it seems. They have, like they're good. They're good.
Yeah, seems like a good family. Have at it.
So they're talking about Danielle and the fact that she doesn't want to get another wife. He tells the camera, things are not perfect. Danielle is pretty upset with the idea of us expanding our family. And Jennifer says, well, tough shit. we're doing it, and we told her that when we brought her in. Like, she knew about this, so I don't know what to say. Okay.
Okay. First of all,
First of all,
knowing something and living it are two very different things.
yes. Yes,
First of
and
all,
hashtag never forget, she is 24.
23. No, she's 23.
No,
She
she
was
says in the
22 when they
car in
got
the preview
married.
she's 24.
Oh, does she say
Yeah.
24
She
now?
must
Okay.
have just turned. Yeah.
Okay, because she's
Doesn't
not
matter.
25
23,
yet.
24, 25, 26.
That
She's
brain
young.
is still finishing itself up.
She's st- like Garrick Merrifield. She came out of the oven a little too early.
She
She's
came out
not
of the
fully
oven a
cooked.
little too early. Yes, she is undercooked.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Now, Amanda, we get a black screen of death.
Dun dun dun.
And we learn Danielle has moved out. And I'm like,
Danielle?
what?
Danielle has abandoned ship. Danielle is GTFO.
Danielle, like Jonathan from Couple of Throuple, has self-extracted.
Yes, she returned herself to the JCPenney catalog desk.
She got the
She's
hell
out.
out of there. She ran across that bridge to freedom.
She
Oh my
Usain
God.
bolted it.
So Nick is sitting on the bed with Jennifer and April, and he says, I don't
That's
know.
their couch, Amy. That's not even the bed. That's their couch. They're
Oh,
in the living
Jesus
room.
Christ. Okay.
But
So
their couch looks as big as their 29-foot bed.
ridiculous.
What is
He's like,
happening?
I was in bed with Vera and I heard commotion. So I checked it out. And he's like, I noticed the plants were gone. And I'm like, why are the plants gone? And she's like, I'm moving out. I have my own apartment. I'm leaving. You didn't notice this? And they're so upset. They're crying. And April's like, maybe she wants monogamy. And Nick says, I knew she was struggling, but I didn't think it was this bad. Now she messages April. And I
Mhm.
paused and zoomed in on those text messages.
Oh,
And
okay,
they're
good,
stupid.
good.
They're
Okay.
stupid. It's like, I wish you were here. Yeah, I really miss you guys. Like, it's weird.
Okay. The
And,
thing is,
but,
I don't think she necessarily wants monogamy. She just doesn't want another wife right now.
right. And she's telling you guys that, like, no, I'm not
Yeah.
ready. And Nick says at some point, do you think we're pushing this too fast? And Jennifer's like, nope.
Nope.
It's got to happen now.
Jennifer's like, we need 900 wives now.
Yeah, I don't know
Like,
what's
what is
happening
happening?
there. I don't know. She says to April in the text, I wish you all the best. Now I'm going to tell you guys when I zoomed in. Words are missing, words are misspelled. It's
It's
wild.
bad. Okay.
It's what I call the Zodiac killer language. Like, it's kind of
Oh,
like that.
shit. Okay.
Mhm.
Got it.
So I have a lot of things to figure out. I love you guys. That will never change. And then Nick says, as head of household, I should have seen this, and I didn't. But we are united in wanting Danielle to come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Okay. Now, Amanda, we're going to go over to the Salahuddins. And I
This
have to
mother
say something.
is everything. I love her.
The mother's Jamila. I love
Mhm.
her. But I am so tired of just watching Naeem and Jamila bicker.
I know.
Like, I'm trying to escape teenage bitchiness. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm full to
And
the gills here in my house.
and he's having a teenager temper tantrum.
Yes, they have a very immature relationship. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
So Mom Jamila is still here. She's reading these idiots for filth. I shouldn't say that because I don't know if Nala is an idiot.
No, he is
She
though.
seems normal. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Nyla says they found Keisha and they're looking to spread their love around. And they argue, and Naeem basically says on the couch, I don't give a fuck what people think of me.
Good job, dude. Oh,
Okay.
yes, you do. Otherwise, you
Okay.
wouldn't be on this fucking TV
Mm-hmm.
show.
Mm-hmm.
You want people to look at you.
Well, and you clearly care what your mother thinks of you because you're having
You're
a
obsessed.
childish reaction. Yes.
Right.
So he says under his breath, by the way, Mom, we found someone. And Mom says, Mom's
What?
first thing is, how's she look?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Naila says, I picked her out. I picked her out of the JCPenney catalog.
Right.
And
I went shopping first.
Mom says, did you meet her? And he goes, we know how to do things, right? Like, it's so weird. And then she's like, I didn't say that. And then he goes, oh, right, because you do everything right. You're perfect. Like, it's like put a camera in my house when my teenage daughters are, in a mood or something.
Right.
Or I cross the line by trying to do their laundry for them. You know what I mean? And offend them. This is something a 16-year-old would say to their mother. There is stunted development here.
There is something going on here, and it's not good, to
Not
say the
good.
least.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I really was just waiting for Naila to take Jamila's hand and be like, "I'm tired. This is why we're getting someone else.
Please
Have you
help
met your
me.
son? I'm
Please help me.
tired.
Mhm.
He wants to bang all the time. I am a lady of a certain age. I have my murder shows to watch. I'm tired.
I have murders to solve.
I
I
have
have to
murders to
get home on
solve."
the couch. You should
Right.
have seen when I was talking to Axel on that podcast.
Mhm.
He's very into film and TV, worked in the industry for a while, and he's asking me all these like, "Did you see this great movie?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm solving murders. I don't have time for this." I'm trying to figure out who killed John Bonet. I can't think
Right.
about this.
I need to solve 20, 25, 30-year-old murders. I'm very busy.
By the way, I did not get around to this yet, but somebody sent me a very lengthy email, and I
Oh.
thank you. And I'm going to share it on air at some point or share it in some form. But she laid out why my mother is right that it was an intruder that killed John Bonet,
Oh.
and my mother needs to hear this, so I'm going to share it with her
Oh.
in some capacity.
Oh, get your mom on the pod.
My mom, I think, secretly wants to come on the pod. She keeps
Uh-huh.
talking about it,
Yeah,
but she doesn't have the equipment. It's going to be an echoey situation.
I understand.
I don't know what I'm going to do with her.
Okay.
But we'll
Okay.
figure it out. She's home solving a murder. I put her on Casey Anthony. I'm like, get on
Oh,
that.
yeah, good. Good,
Yeah.
good.
So, all right. Are you ready?
Let's go. Let's
Are you
do it.
ready for Doughboy and French fry?
I am ready. I'm ready. Let's do this.
So, guys, we head over to the Merrifields, and
Buena Vista, Colorado. Here we come.
boy,
I love these motherfuckers. They're such idiots.
never change. Garrick Merrifield,
No,
never change.
he's the dumbest idiot who's ever idioted. God, I
So
love him.
we pick up with Sam pretty much calling Garrick an idiot for choosing yet another girl from Brazil. And Samantha's doing the same to
Say,
Danielle. The Sams are here to read these idiots fulfilled.
I appreciate the fact that without consulting each other, Sam and Sam are in alignment with
Yes.
their advice.
Yes. Samantha tells the camera, this is going to be a disaster.
Right.
Now
We're
we
doing this
learn,
again?
yep. Now we learn the new girl, Nathalia, doesn't
Right.
speak English either.
Of course
She's
not.
from Brazil, don't
Of
forget.
course.
And Sam is like, that wasn't a major issue with Roberta because I kind of remember it being a major issue with Roberta.
It sure was because we
Mhm.
had the 3 phones going all the time and
Yeah.
it
Yep.
was,
We didn't have the Jihoon egg translator, which I would have loved.
oh my god, that would have been great. But no, we just
But
had her walking around going, "Sister, sister," because that was
sister.
the only word she could say in
Mhm.
English.
And Garrick says, I think Roberta, I think that's complicated. Like, I think she was using us for money. You think? You think?
I want to find out that Nathalia is like Roberta's best friend.
Oh my God, how great would that be? Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Samantha asks Danielle if she's ready, and Danielle says, I'll admit to you, like, I'm kind of not ready for this. It feels soon.
It does feel soon.
But my husband has to get his pencil wet, so it has to happen. So she says Garrick wants to dive back in and forget about Roberta. And we learned
He
that
wants to fuck his brain into oblivion is basically what he
uh,
wants to do.
we learned that Nathalia just graduated law school.
Okay,
And Sam's like,
sure.
does she have a job? Does she have a job? Does she have a job?
Do
And
we
Garrick's
actually
like,
have proof she
well,
graduated from law school?
no, she doesn't really have a job yet. She's trying though. She's trying. Like, he just talks so creepy. What is that?
Well, because he has done zero vetting of this person. So
Mm-hmm.
anytime someone asks a serious question,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "No, I mean, it's fine." Like he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have an answer
Mm-mm. No answer. No
because
answer.
he's not a serious person.
He's not a serious person. Correct. So, Sam tells Garrick, oh, I'm sorry. Samantha is like, be smart before you propose. And
Mhm.
Danielle's like, too late. He made a ring, and we see the ring.
What in the holy mother of God trinket out of a slot machine is that shit?
I have a screenshot. It'll be on social media. Guys, it's
What?
gross.
That might be one of the ugliest rings I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, Leah, it's like just anything Garrick Merrifield touches just turns to ick for me. You know what I mean? Like, he could he could pick up a picture of John Lennon and I would probably think it was icky. He could touch
That's a statement. you've
He
just
could
made here.
touch Bradley Cooper and
Oh,
make me not attracted to Bradley Cooper.
wow. He has that much power?
Oh, by the way,
Yikes.
I'd like to correct you on something. I was listening to Single Life, and we were reliving me burning the John Lennon candle, and
Oh,
you
yes.
said
Your
that was on
birthday, and
my
it's
birthday. It's
yeah,
his
his
birthday,
birthday. I
Amanda,
know, I was listening to, and I
which
realized
is
I
also
said that
Robin
wrong.
Brown's birthday, but that is just mere coincidence, and I don't like it.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with the brightness of the universe. It is on his
Correct.
birthday that your mother
Correct.
let you stay home from school every day, play his music, and burn a candle, as you do.
Oh God, I was an idiot. Oh God. If my kid asked me to do that, I'd be like, no, you're
No,
going to
go to
school.
school.
Okay. So Sam tells Garrick, look, don't you remember the crying? The princess.
Princess, how could she was my sister?
I mean,
Oh,
Garrick, you
well,
might not remember the crying, but
we
all of
do.
America does.
I have gone back, much like you've gone back to the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone
Mm-hmm.
back to Danielle's breakdown
Mm.
many a time.
Okay. All right. It is
Mhm.
amusing. It is.
It is. It's
And to
something to
know her
behold.
kid was filming it
Filming it,
is
and then
real
it's like,
bizarre.
"Mom, do you want some water?"
Mm.
It's
So
amazing.
then he says, if you hurt my sister again, I'm going to bury you in one of these holes. I'm here for this.
If only that were real, that would be amazing, but yeah, Sam is tired of Garrick's shit.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you want to very much, I'm going to give you the hack to beat the end boss. The end boss is Garrick Merrifield. How do we beat him? Here's how we beat him.
Oh, okay.
We send all of our energy to Sam. Send all of it.
'Cause
All of
Sam is
our
gonna be the one to
rage. Yes.
single-handedly take him
Yes.
down?
We
Okay.
chant, it's like a power up for Sam.
Oh,
Like
okay.
we send all of our
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
rage to him.
Okay.
And then he grows 10 times in size and just
And
clobbers the fuck out of Garrick Merrifield.
pummels
That's
Garrick
how
into
this has to
submission.
end. That's
Okay.
how this ends.
I like this. I like a Thunderdome situation where it's
Mhm,
Sam and
mhm.
Garrick, 2 men enter, Sam
Sam is
leaves.
our fighter. Sam
Yeah,
is our
okay.
fighter.
I
Yes.
think this makes sense.
He's the one we have to pick. I mean, Samantha's not going to do it. She's not going to
No.
take him down.
No, she's lazy.
Okay.
I have no idea if this woman's
I
lazy or
don't know why
not.
she's lazy, Amanda. She is literally doing all the gardening at Danielle Merrifield.
Oh, as Danielle's sitting there going, I don't know,
Oh.
maybe we shouldn't bring in another
Danielle's
Brazilian who
lazy.
doesn't speak English.
So Sam tells the camera he's an idiot. Samantha independently tells her camera she's an idiot.
Yes.
We're on the same
Correct.
page, guys.
We're all with you.
So they tell the camera they were cautious this time. And Danielle goes, I swear we're not stupid. Does she say that or does he say that? I think he says that.
I think he says that.
I have it
Are you
written down
sure?
that no, she does. She does.
Does she?
She says
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Regardless, are you sure?
Yeah. Who are you trying to convince?
Right. And what measuring stick are we using to determine your stupidity? Because by
I know.
mine, you're really dumb.
Yes. Yes. Garrick Merrifield is real dumb.
He's a
in
real
my
dumb
book.
dumb.
So Danielle tells the camera, all that we went through is so fresh. What if I need more time to heal? Like our hearts are just so fragile.
Mm-hmm.
So later they head out to the patio to have a drink out of the mason jars, like you do.
Right. As you
And the mason jars she got at Home Goods.
Of
and
course.
they recount the conversations with their respective Sams.
Right. In
And
their Merrifield printed tops. Because everyone is wearing Merrifield branded stuff at this point.
Hey, it's not a bad idea. I'd do it.
I'd do it too.
I'd be on the show in my Little Miss recap shirt. Like, what do you
Hell
need me to
yeah.
do? Bang who? What?
Yeah. What?
So Danielle wonders if they should slow down. And she's like, I see some of the Sam's points here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I want to say? Like, you know how you say the attorneys general?
Yes.
I
the
feel
Sams.
like we need the Sams and then their last name.
Or the siblings Sam.
Yeah.
Or
something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm. I want to do a collective plural.
I love
take to
attorneys
that.
general.
I do
love
too.
that.
I do too.
And I get really enraged when people say attorney generals. Like, no.
Yes. No.
There are multiple attorneys,
general.
not multiple generals.
Yes. Yep. We are such nerds.
I know.
Okay. So she now says, I just don't want Garrick's precious heart to be hurt. Like he is my precious baby boy. And he says, what are you talking about? If God tells you to do something, you don't disobey an order from the general. Jesus Christ.
I was unaware that God had a direct line to Garrick Merrifield, but
Oh,
apparently he
yeah,
does.
let's get there. Really, shall
Yeah,
we? Okay.
yeah.
So
Is this
one day,
better or worse than
guys.
Jesus science?
Oh, I said to Amanda, he's trolling us.
He
He is
is so
100% trolling
ridiculous.
us. He says, real matter of fact,
Yeah,
oh, guys, you don't know this, but God came to me and Danielle one day. Like, we
in the
were in the
garage.
garage. hmm And we had been on our knees praying, and all of a sudden, God filled the garage, and this peace and love and joy just flowed over us. And we knew it was God. We just knew.
Why are they praying in the garage?
Oh my God, could you imagine? You're the mailman and you're delivering a package. You're
He's
delivering the
doing
home
it
chef, and you go and you see these idiots in the garage praying.
on their knees praying.
Oh my God, he thinks God came to their garage. Guys, God's busy.
God has way better things to worry.
Mhm.
God has way better things to worry about than Garrick Merrifield's dick.
Have you turned on the news? God's
Right.
busy.
There
Jesus.
are real problems out there.
Oh my
Much like God was
God.
never going to bring Robin Brown a house,
Ugh,
God is
Jesus
never going to bring
Christ.
Garrick Merrifield a girlfriend.
That's what it like. Huh.
It's this it's this order, it's this mentality of like I'm just going to order things from God and he
Yes.
delivers them. Like
Yes.
it's a deli and we take a number and we ask for what we want. And if we're good enough, we get it delivered to us. It's so I mean,
It's
I'm not a
so
religious person, so
egocentric.
it's so weird to me.
It's so narcissistic. It's
Yeah,
so
it's weird.
egocentric. It's like me, me, me. Like I don't want God to go, broker peace in the Middle East. I don't want
No,
God to take care of,
I want
whatever,
him to
this
find me a
family
hot
that just lost
Brazilian.
their child. I just need a hot Brazilian.
And can we just own it? Garrick Merrifield has a Brazilian woman fetish.
Oh, he totally fucking does. He
That's
is
it.
I want to punch him in the face.
I do too.
Yeah. So now we learn that they're going to Mexico to meet Natalia, and they're
Of course
taking
there.
Jeremiah and Solomon, who
Jeremiah with a G.
get them off your
Hashtag never
screens,
forget.
get them off our screens. These young boys
Don't
heading
need
into
this.
teenagedom do not deserve this.
No, they do not need
Oh
this.
God.
And also, once again, Natalia, we're having the mother come up too, like Roberta's mother came up.
Yes. Yes.
Why
Yep.
are you traveling with your mother to
To a
meet
bang trip.
to a bang trip?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't bring
I
my
like
mom on
going.
bang trips, not
I
gonna lie.
Look, I used to take my mom on every vacation when the girls were little because she would help me out with them. Okay.
Sure.
And she would often pay. Okay.
That's even better. Yeah.
But I'm not taking her when Timmy and I go on a bang trip. And I'm not
No.
taking her when I go to meet my 90-day fiance who's taking me into a plural marriage.
And you're not taking your teen children, you're not taking your mother and your teen children. Like,
No. No.
oh, thank
Mm-mm.
God we didn't bring Danielle's dad on this trip too.
Ooh.
Because he was
Yikes.
real into
Yeah.
Bert.
He was real horned up about
He was
this trip.
real hard up for Bert.
So they're going to Cancun because they've ruined and soiled Cabo with Roberta. Okay.
They fucked all over Cabo. And so
Jesus
now they cannot go
Christ.
back.
So
That city is dead to us.
on the couch, Danielle slips and says, "We're nervous to meet Roberta for the first time." Oh, I can't
Oh,
believe I said the R word. And Garrick's sitting there like, "Oh, I just came in my pants." Like he's just, I hate him.
I hate him so much.
And she's like, "What if I don't like her?" And he does. What if it doesn't work out? And Garrick's like, "We just need to move forward. Jesus wants my dick in this woman." Not understanding. You were in the garage that day.
You felt his presence in the garage?
Jesus
You know what
Christ.
his message was?
So
You
they're
felt
in
his
Cancun
presence
now.
in the garage.
They're in Cancun, and Garrick is all boned up, and he's got the little tiny white tee on. Do
Oh,
you see this? It's
God.
clinging to life.
It is clinging to
His
life.
nipples are like glass poking out of that.
Oh,
And I just wrote, these poor kids. Do we have to involve them? Please,
God,
please.
these kids have to go back to school. First of
I
all,
know.
Jeremiah with a G has to explain to everybody, no, my name is spelled with a G, not a
I
J.
know. I know. I know.
Then he has to be like, oh yeah, by the way, my parents are like on their 4th season of Seeking Sister Wife,
I know. I
where my
know.
dad's trying to pick up hot pieces of ass who are like 8 years older than I am
Yes. Yeah.
and bring them from Brazil.
Yeah. And they're
Also, I am banging one out to think of her too, because She's more my age
Whoa.
than his.
I think here's the thing. I say all the time this younger generation, of which my girls are a part, are way more accepting and inclusive.
Of course.
I don't think they're this inclusive. They're still gonna make fun of these motherfuckers once they see them on the screen. They're gonna make fun of
Yes.
Garrick Merrifield.
Oh my
And by
god.
proxy, these kids are now associated.
Of course.
All right. So they all get settled in the hotel. And Natalia and her mom are supposed to be boarding the plane to come and see them, but then we get the black screen of death.
Dun dun da. We got 2
5:45
black
a.m.
screens of
I
death.
know.
It's
Keep it
exciting.
coming. Keep
I
it
know.
coming. It's 5:45 a.m. The producers are called into the Merrifields room. They won't let Natalia get on the plane. They're saying she needs a visa. And Danielle tells the camera Brazilians can't come to Mexico on just a passport anymore. They need some kind of special something. They're trying to talk her through it, but of course everything has to be translated 3 times.
Right. We've got multiple cell phones going where they're on speaker and it's so ridiculous how they
It's
do
ridiculous.
this.
So they're trying to talk her through something, and she's going, it's not updating. It's not something, some kind of nightmare kiosk. I don't know what
Right.
this woman is dealing with. And production's like, our guys are doing the same thing, and they said it was done in 2 minutes. Like,
Right.
this is easy.
Issue number 1. I think she's already scamming him. I think what she's going to do is have to get more money for another plane ticket.
Oh, yeah. We do see, though, that she makes it to America.
Does she make it to America?
Yeah, they're in their kitchen.
Okay.
Because they're
cool.
in a hotel here, so they're not in an
Yeah.
Airbnb. So we see them later in a kitchen.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming is the Merrifields kitchen.
We'll see. We will see what happens.
We'll see. Okay. So next time on, Shane is confiding in someone that he doesn't like Grace. Keep Grace's name out of your mouth, D-bag. Danielle is so nervous about Garrick's heart. So nervous.
She's very worried.
We meet the Ryans, this new family. Now, this dude is interesting because he says, hey, I'm the Ryans and I don't give an F what someone thinks. And I wrote, clearly you do because you're not saying fuck.
Right, exactly.
Okay. And then production gets a hold of Danielle Davis. Dun, 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 outlaw. And they're like, you better get back to your cult. Get back.
She's just running around Aurora, Colorado.
No, she's in like a tiny little clown car.
I know she
Very much
run,
like Natalie's
Danielle,
car.
run.
Very much like Natalie's car.
Okay, listen, hear me out, Amy.
Yes.
Both of these Danielles are in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
They
I see
could
where you're going with this, and I like
to
it.
support each other, to get out of their respective family cults.
That's true. They can find each other and
support each other to get out.
Yep.
Do you think Danielle Merrifield, though, takes the children with her, or does she leave them with Garrick?
I mean,
I think she takes them.
If they were 2 teenage girls, I would say leave them and let them terrorize him.
Yes.
But I don't know how teenage boys are to raise. I hear they're a little better. So maybe
it depends on how we're defining better.
Maybe she brings right, you have one. Maybe she brings them. I don't know. I don't know.
But
I mean, I feel like whoever gets the teenagers is losing out. So
correct.
You might want to leave them with Garrick.
True. She and Danielle can go have fresh adventures.
Danielle,
the new adventures of old Danielle and Danielle.
Danielle Merrifield can take her extra N and give Danielle Davis a little bit of it, and they could bond that way. That could be the glue that holds them together.
They could each have a half, N and a half.
Yep. Yep. Guys, this never gets old.
I love this fucking show so much.
Chef's Kiss.
So stupid.
Chef's Kiss, Matt Sharp.
So profoundly stupid. It's amazing.
You know what? He's earning his Emmy this year. I don't care what you say. Puddle Monkey might get the EGOT, but these guys,
they
get the Emmy.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Did you watch the Oscars?
No, I did not.
I didn't either because I saw like none of the movies.
I saw none of the movies other than Barbie, and I saw
Barbie. That was it. Timmy and we're gonna watch Oppenheimer. I do want to see it.
Okay, yeah, we do too. I very much want to see Oppenheimer.
And my boyfriend Robert Downey Jr. is in it, so
yes, and he won an Oscar for it. His first Oscar.
Yeah, he was nominated for Chaplin in '89. I think that was.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but he deserved it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been acting his ass off as Iron Man for how many years, and no one has acknowledged that performance.
And I just love him.
I do too. I mean,
I love him.
do we need to talk about the Elton John "I Want Love" video again? I mean, come on. Put that in the group and everyone just slips right off their chairs.
Ching! Basement's flooded.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Again, if you like what you hear, join us over on Patreon for some real dark shit.
Yeah. And some funny shit too.
There is funny stuff, yes.
But yeah,
There's some
there's some
funny stuff
darkness
too,
there.
but this month is a little dark. And next month we're doing Daughters of the Cult,
Mhm.
which has been by special request from a lot of
Yes.
our loyal listeners. So we're
Folks,
doing that.
it's not a great documentary, but I think Amy and I can find a lot of good stuff to talk
It's
about.
a good story.
It's a good story. The
Yeah.
documentary execution is terrible.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of murder. So,
Murder.
you know, and there's a connection to Christine Brown.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's all there. It's all there.
It is. It is.
All right, friends, and join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. You'll find the link in the show notes and leave us a review. That would be great. We had a bunch come in and we want to
I
thank
know.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Very
They were
sweet.
lovely.
Love it. All right, Amanda, thanks for showing up today.
My pleasure. Happy to be here.
Okay, guys, we'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.